I have a second channel, Cube Compium TDX. Hey everybody. So guess what I just did? I just got the phone with magicJack support today. Not about my account. My account's working fine. However, I noticed on my grandpa's account, see, back a couple months ago, he lost his magicJack device. So what we ended up doing was went to Walmart and purchased him another one. And since I manage his account, I signed into his account and added a new device to his account using his exact same phone number as before. But for some weird reason, magicJack, when you go into the My magicJack account, it shows the two different magicJack home devices with the same phone number, and both of them showing as active. See, the thing is, his old device had, I think, about 2 or 3 years of service left on it. And in the past, in cases where I needed, like for example, to replace the device, I'd just go to the store and buy another one and add it to the account and the service would transfer. That was the case for when his magicJack Go quit working and I went and purchased a magicJack Home, the service transferred. Apparently, that only happens when you upgrade a device from, say, magicJack Plus to a magicJack Go, or from magicJack Go to a magicJack Home. So anyways, in years past, magicJack, the way you would contact them is to a little chat, to a chat session. But now they have a phone number you can call, which in theory is actually a really nice thing. It's nice to be able to speak on the phone with them if you're having issues. But here's the thing that really annoys me. And first and foremost, if you have any elderly family members in your care and you decide to buy them a magicJack, oh, for crying out loud, do not register that thing under their name. Because if you ever have any account issues, they have to verify that they're the account owner, even though you're the one who set the account up. Yeah, that's kind of my situation here. So my grandpa, he's 90 years old. He doesn't really know too much about technology. He just knows how to get on the computer, browse the web, knows how to pick up a phone, dial a number. I mean, he don't know how to actually access his Magic account because, well, I mean, he never has had to because we took care of that ourselves. But I noticed, again, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I noticed tonight when I logged into his Magic account that there was two devices, his old one that he lost, don't know what happened to it, and the current one. And they are both active with the same phone number. I never thought that was possible. I thought each magicJack device had its own phone number. But what a shocker. Anyway, so initially I tried to contact them via chat. And the chat session mentioned first thing that we'll need to verify some information with you. Please contact our technical support phone number, and it showed the phone number, which I called. Spent about 20 minutes on hold, and got in touch with the representative. Told her who I was, told her the name of my grandpa's Magic account, and everything. You know, how I have all the information, including his phone number. I mean, I have all the information, including his phone number, mailing address on the account, everything you would ever think of. But their security policy states that the account holder must be present. They must be present in order to validate that they're account holder. See, here's what's so wrong with that policy. Anybody could say, oh, they're the account holder. I mean, matter of fact, I could probably borrow my next door neighbor, and ask him to say, are you so and so, and because basically they wanted him to be there so that way they could say, are you the account holder, and mention their name and mention my name. Anybody could do that. But for some reason, see, the thing is, my grandpa, he don't live with us. He lives about 30 minutes drive away from us. Usually whenever he has computer issues, I can just remote into his computer and handle that. And if he ever has issues with his phone, like for example, if something goes wrong and I need to access the magicJack account, I could just log right into it because, of course, I have the login information because we are the ones who actually handles his account. But because we, when we set the account up years ago, we initially had put his name as the account name. Boy, that was a mistake. That was a freaking mistake. So yeah, I spent, what was it, 15-20 minutes on hold, and finally got in touch with their representative. And I don't mean this to be against them personally, because I used to work in a help desk environment years ago, and the thing is, I mean, they just have to follow their policy. But this is kind of crazy. So I tried to explain to her that look, I said, my grandpa, he's 90 years old. He don't have really good tech knowledge, and I'm the one who handles his magicJack account, even though his name is on the account. I'm like, well, sorry, sir, we're going to have him present in order to verify. So eventually, what I decided to do is, okay, since I was calling from my personal magicJack phone, I had my cell phone handy. And I was like, okay, I can put my cell phone on speaker and call him, and you can hear me. You can hear me talk with him, and you can hear him answer your questions. And she's like, okay, that works. Okay, so I grab my cell phone, and I call him, and he answers the phone. I ask him to say his name. He says his name, and I said, who's your grandson? He says my name. That's all the information that they believe they requested. So, good deal. Well, as soon as I started talking to the lady on the magicJack phone, the call got disconnected on their end. I'm like, great. So I call back. I spend another 25 to 30 minutes on hold, waiting to speak with another representative. Somebody else answers. Another lady answers. And I mentioned to her that I was disconnected about 30 minutes ago. I was calling in reference to my grandpa's account. Told her on, more or less repeated everything I said to the first lady. And she's like, "Well, sir, we're going to have to verify this information with him personally." I said, "He's not here. He's not present. He lives half an hour away from me." Yeah, the first lady was saying, "Oh, you're going to need to drive over to his house and speak and have him present." Which, in theory, I can understand the policy, but like I said earlier, anybody, you can have anybody falsify and just say the person's name. They wouldn't know the difference. See, this is what doesn't make sense. This kind of policy they have, anybody could say, "Oh, they're the account holder." How are they supposed to verify just by word of mouth? Because literally, the second lady said, "That's we just it's like an honor system, more or less." So yeah. She said, "Oh, well, unfortunately, I can't help you." And I told her, I said, "Look," I said, "I could put him on speaker on my cell phone, which is a different phone than I'm using right now." And she's like, "No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that." I'm like, "Okay, why not?" It's like, we got more or less gotta have him present. And I think she mentioned somebody doing a 3-way call, but then later she said, "No, we don't support 3-way calling." And I'm like, "Ma'am, the previous lady said it would be just fine to do it the method I mentioned of." Which again, I was on the phone with magicJack customer support using my personal magicJack phone, and I called my grandpa on my cell phone, and that would be pretty much the equivalent of having them in person. I mean, they can hear, and they can respond. What's the difference? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Anybody, especially when anybody could say, "Oh, I'm the account holder." Now, guess what, guys? The first lady, because I was having a discussion with her, and I know, of course, she couldn't make any changes. That was their policy. I said, "Okay, well, how would I update the name on the account?" She said, "Well, you'll need to get a certified letter, have it notarized." I'm like, "What? What?" Because, guys, years ago, my personal magicJack account, back in 2010, started out as an account I intended for my dad to use. It was registered under my dad's name, even though I was the one who accessed the account and, in this case, used the service. This is back when magicJack apparently had a policy that that you couldn't change the name on the account. But somehow we managed to work it out just fine, and it didn't require me having to print out a letter and have my dad sign it and have it notarized. None of that crap. None of that. But now apparently that's required. And before anybody comments, yeah, I can understand the reasoning is for security matters, to protect the account. But it's like with the verification of the account holder. Anybody could say the account holder's name and say that I'm authorized to speak on behalf of them. So that really pretty much makes that policy moot, in my opinion. Because anybody could falsify a name if they wanted to. Like I say, I could borrow my neighbor or anybody to come to walk over and say, I need you to act like you're my grandpa. I'm gonna say, this is my grandpa's name. When they ask, say, yeah, I am so and so, and this is my grandson. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, as mentioned, I've been with magicJack for 10 years. Well, actually, yeah, roughly 10 years now. And I've had lots of praise for the service. I mean, it's a decent service. And of course, I just published a video not long ago. The Let's Talk About magicJack for 47 minutes. Yeah, that video. I just posted a video not long ago talking about magicJack. But I wanted to share this with you guys. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? So, even though I'm the one with the login information, even though I personally, myself, set the account up, myself. I did it myself. But yet they need to have him present to verify that it's him. And like I say, these people wouldn't know if he was actually the account holder. They don't know my grandpa personally. Anybody could say, my name is so-and-so, I'm the account holder, and this is my grandson. Or this is the person I authorize him to speak with you about my account. Isn't it the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? Come on. What the heck? So yeah, guys, I need to just go ahead and take a moment to just get it out. So, yeah. And also, why was it that the first lady I spoke with, she had no issue at all? Apparently had no issue at all with me picking up my cell phone and calling my grandpa, putting it on speaker. And I did. I put him on speaker on my cell phone with my magicJack phone on speaker at the same time. Pretty much the equivalent of a three-way call. Oh, but the second lady's like, nope, we can't do that. We can't do that. I'm so sorry, we can't do that. She's like, we'll need you to email this email address with your concerns. Sorry, there's nothing we can do for you. Have a nice day. Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, again, first of all, I never realized that when you add a second magicJack to an account, that apparently now you can have multiple magicJacks with the same phone number. I never heard of that. I've never heard of that before. Well, apparently that's the thing now. Because in the past, anytime I added a magicJack device to an account, either mine or my grandpa's, because this is actually his third magicJack. The first one quit working. The second one he lost. The first time around, I think I mentioned, he had a magicJack Go. And we purchased a magicJack Home from Walmart. So apparently, you can only transfer existing service when you're going from an older style device to a new style. Let's say from a magicJack Plus to a magicJack Go, or from a magicJack Go to a magicJack Home. But if you, for some reason, lose your device, of course you can order one from magicJack, but a lot of times it's more convenient to just go to your local Walmart or Best Buy and pick up one, because it's right there. And take it home, register it, add it to the account. I'm being honest with you guys. A month ago, when this happened, I went and bought a new magicJack. Well, actually, my mom bought it, and I set it up for him. And I logged into his account. I selected his existing phone number that he's had, and I want to use it with this device. Little did I know that apparently that doesn't transfer your existing service over anymore. So I know this video is kind of all over the place, but take my advice, guys. If you ever, in a case where you have, let's say, your grandpa or anybody who is doesn't have really good technical knowledge, and you're wanting to set up a device for, if you want to buy a magicJack for them to use, for crying out loud, register the daggum thing under your account, under your name, not theirs. Learn from my mistakes. That way you don't have to deal with the crap I've had to deal with tonight. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that's it for this video, but don't forget there's a lot more interesting stuff on the channel to check out. Also, if this is your first time visiting this channel, feel free to subscribe to keep your channel, and also don't forget to tick the bell so that way you'll get notified of new video posts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, but if you really didn't like it, there is the alternative option available as well. Also, feel free to check out my second channel, CubeComp MTDX. There you'll find videos about bicycling, weather, elevator tours, and all sorts of other neat, interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to come back, and thank you for your support.